like in this process of like growing your business and setting all these things up, have there been like, obviously Damien's one, like other people that you like lent on to help you like implement these systems?
Yeah, so obviously the getting the brand is the base of, establishing. You've got the business because that, as a business owner, like that's what you've been building for the past, what it was, 6 years or whatever it was before North Star was born. And then you want to basically take all of that information and content that's either saved or not saved in the head and project that into a brand. So we did that. And then we take that brand and we go, okay, what are the tools that we need as a business around us to be able to showcase or, display what we're about as a business? Well, the logo and some clothing, that's on-site presence. There's a level of professionalism there. But for the customer, the client, you want to have a website. We felt that was important. So we engaged with Blue Rock Digital. They've been fantastic. They're an agency that is basically professional services from accounting through to law. They've got about 12 different things. They do everything. They're awesome. But we've engaged with them mainly in accounting. We have an awesome team there, Aidan Long and Mitch Hancock. And the team are sort of a big part of why we are so organized and process driven. And then we've got the digital marketing team, Simon Brasolo and the team there, who help set up our website and HubSpot, our client management system, and help integrate all of that as part of that overall branding and let's say rebranding sort of process. So we've got these things now. We've got the new brand, we've got the website. Building the website helped sort of flesh out some of our processes and who we want to be, the wording that goes into the content. And then having that built, that then allowed us to set up an Instagram, which I never had, like it was never big on social media. And then that sort of helped us build what we want that to look like and have that sort of halo effect of the brand and picking up clienteles or sort of, I suppose, it doesn't actually bring them in, but it helps sort of has that effect on if someone's interested in working with us, they can have a look at the Instagram. If they're happy with that, they might go to the website. If they like the website, it guides them into an inquiry. They get an inquiry, they speak to me, and then the process begins.
Yeah. So that obviously is that level of shit costs money, right? Like, yeah. So you don't have to like say exact numbers, but say like, what is the financial cost of that to your business? And then like,
it's negligible.
Say again?
It's negligible.
Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. So,
but in hindsight, it is. At the time,
and the other end of that. So what has been from prior, you meet these guys, you implement these systems, and then like the outcome of that is what in relation to like how many jobs you get?
Well, it's just this, like I said, it's a tool. Those things are tools to a business that's already established in a sense. It's taking it to the next level. So you can't, like, my advice wouldn't be to say go and spend $100,000 on all of these things and then sit there and wait for the customers to start rolling in. Well, you have to have the product there, in my opinion. And that's happened from when like I said to you, the van with some decals on it and full set of tools. That was it. That was the minimum that I could have and myself to have a business. And there was a market there for that business, and it was someone fixing their deck. Now I've got the product of North Star Project, and I need to build the brand and all the tools around it to help facilitate those sales coming in, being processed, and then turning into builds.
Yeah.
So I'd looked at that objectively and said, well, this is where I want to get to. We need a way of tidying this halo effect around us up. So these different, let's say, inquiry streams or ways to market ourselves and make ourselves appealing. Like what level of investment makes sense to have that as a minimum. That's what made that decision. So how much did I spend? I actually have no idea, but I continue to spend. So some of these things are technologies and systems and software that I'll continue to always use and develop. And the initial investment of setting up that website properly, like I actually can't remember how much that was, but maybe it would have been $100,000 all up with the website and the branding and the different implementation. Look, the thing is that the thing that you can't value is the amount of effort and time that me personally put in, and Dad helped put in to create the content or to write it out. But the workshops that I did for hours after people went home, like throughout COVID, like develop those systems, like put in so much time and effort. Like you cannot put a dollar value on that. And if you're asking how much, I suppose as a business owner, how much is it going to cost for me to become successful? And it's wrong. Like how much effort are you willing to put in to achieve the goal or the vision that you see to be a feasible product on the market?
Yeah, and have you seen, like, of course, have you seen like an increase in turnover since in like investing in these systems and putting in this shit?
It's not necessarily turnover. It's like, how can you process an inquiry come in? Like, it's like, back in the day, it would have taken me 3 weeks or 2 weeks to reply to an inquiry. By the time I got home, read the email, wrote the email, then maybe didn't send it because it didn't quite seem right. Wait the next day, send an email, forget about the inquiry. They missed their call because I was on the tools, called them back that night. It was too late. They didn't answer. So like 3 weeks later, we finally talk and I'm at their house. Whereas now an inquiry will come in. We deal with it straight away with Nadine in the office. We work together quite a lot. But she sends me that link. I call them. I could be the next day at their house meeting them, and then a week later they're signed up with our design and build proposal. And 6 months later, we've got a building permit and we're starting the build.
Yeah, righto. Yeah.
So it's not, it's okay. We're getting more inquiries, but that's a perpetual thing of you've got finished one job, you got referrals, people have seen it, the marketing on Instagram goes out, more people want to get new inquiries come in. But if you don't have the systems and the processes to be able to manage and delegate and sort of, even if that inquiry is not one that you want, you have to have a system that responds to them and tells them that, because they could then be like, oh, we went to North Star Projects. They didn't want to take on the work because it wasn't quite what they do, but they were really good to deal with. And then they have a friend that asks, and I've been referred to by them, by the people that we didn't work for.
Yeah.
Which you didn't have that system because you hadn't invested the time to develop that system because you're too busy.
Yeah.
Oh, you're going to get nowhere. So did it increase inquiries? Did it help facilitate inquiries? Did it increase sales? 100%.